For example 2, we're going to graph y equals -3 tangent of 2x. And we got two things going on here. One, there's going to be period change because the number in front of x. So remember we set 2x equal to pi over 2 and 2x equal to -pi over 2 to find two consecutive asymptotes. When I divide by 2, I get x equals pi over 4. And this one's going to give me -pi over 4. So for consecutive asymptotes, I'm going to go with, there's pi, -pi over 2, -pi over 4, pi over 2, pi over 4. They're going to be, so this one made it a little skinnier. Okay? The -3, what it does is it flips the graph and it changes the amplitude to 3 instead of 1. So the midpoint between the two asymptotes is going to be 0. And now when I go halfway here, it says to invert it. Normally I'd go to 1, but instead I'm going to go to -3. So halfway here I'm going to go to +3. And our graph just got skinnier and taller. Invert it a little bit. To do a second period length, notice between pi over 4 and -pi over 4, the period width is pi over 2. So another pi over 2 units would be 3 pi over 4. Asymptote. 0 is the halfway mark, and we know it's going to go like this. So there's a second period for the graph of y equals -3 tangent over 2x. I want you to try on your own. Number 11. Number 11 says y equals -2 tangent of 2x. Try that one. Press pause and come back when you think you got it. Okay, so I drew the graph. Notice that this is going to be the same period length as the one above because I divide pi over 2 by 2 and get pi over 4. And so the period length becomes pi over 2. But the two consecutive asymptotes are -pi over 4 and pi over 4. Halfway between is still 0. Because it's -2, the graph is going to flip, kind of like example 2 did. Halfway between 0 and pi over 4, it's going to be y is going to be -2. And halfway between -pi over 4 and 0, it's going to go up to +2. And the graph is going to come down like this. Again, the next asymptote is going to be 3 pi over 4 this way. Halfway is 0. And then there's the graph, like that, number 11.